Hello everyone. So in this video, our a small batch of students from the DT Playhouse is selected for a case-based learning. So I have assigned them a problem like how e-learning a platform for the future generation student. Our students are collaborated and had a few discussions and shared a lot of ideas, and finally they are presenting their views on the pros and cons of e-learning system for the students.
Hello, we are here to discuss about e-learning system. We all know during pandemic period the online education got powerful. So due to lockdown, school and colleges were closed. So during that the education got interrupted. So the institutions transformed from traditional education to online learning. So from that to till now, the many of the institutions are still using online education to submit their assignments and to take tests.
Yes, thank you for sharing your point. In my point of view, e-learning platform gives more benefits, like it is more flexible, accessible, and convenient to all the people, regardless of the location or their personal situations. We can learn at any time from anywhere. For example, if USA has a standard book for Python, then if we need to access it, we can access through e-learning platform. So it is more flexible to learn from here. So this is my point of view.
Yeah. Okay, let's go out of this professional learning. Okay, now I have to talk about some enjoyable, immersive learning. Okay, let us consider metaverse. We all know it is an immersive experience of whatever we have in any of the situations, like we can have in education or gaming. There are so many things. Let us implement or put in metaverse in education. In education, we as a student, when I was studying my schools, I figured out like history is something a boring subject. So to solve that, or to make my thinking like I have to study like for so long, it is boring. So what we can do, like we can implement metaverse so that every student have experienced the histories in visuals, and they can get into the environment of the history lessons, and through avatars it will be helpful. And it has more pros and cons, but it will be helpful and enjoyable. Yeah.
So what are the cons of AR VR in education?
Okay, the cons of the AR VR education is most of the people's believe that AR VR is fun, but still there is some security issues, crypto issues in that. Most of the people may feel uncomfortable and insecure in the in those environments for the first time. So with the security, we can improve. Yeah. Also, I have to add some points, like in physics we can have some experiments like magnetic field, current passing through the ion from this end to that end. Those are so hard to visualize as a student in the beginning stage. So in metaverse we can implement like we can take the student to the metaverse situation, and the surroundings of the metaverse help the student to learn it experimentally. Yeah.
Okay, so we actually saw about the pros and cons of the e-learning, and you also shared the AR VR platform that will be like in the future. It will be implemented in the future. So I would like to share a particular scenario that has actually happened in our country, and we all know the company IBM. It is a famous service-based company, and previously, like if I'm not wrong, 10 years back or something, we used to like the company used to have virtual. I mean, instead of virtual learning technique, they used to follow practical in-person learning technique. For example, before joining a company, we need to know some of the technologies and some of the basic needs that a company needs before we are joining as an employee, right? So in order to train these employees, they had a practical learning mode, like a real face-to-face learning mode for the employees. So they used to go and they used to learn, but the problem was that uh, actually we have a schedule for a online based company, like from 9 to 5 will be working, right? So this 9 to 5 work was immensely affected because of this. So because of that, what they taught us, okay, let's start a e-learning platform, like a virtual learning platform. So like the virtual learning platform was started, it was going on very well. And as you said, regardless of the location, the employee, like the people who are doing work from home, can also join the particular session. But the problem was that the long lectures, like the problem we face, the long lectures was boring. They started to skip the videos, and it was like, in order to complete the task, they used to see the videos. So this was the problem. So what the company did was, they actually took an initiative, and whoever completes the program first, like the video first, or whoever achieves good marks in the assessment, they started giving them recognition and certificates. So because of that, their salary got incremented. So this was a major, like throwback or something. So because of this, every employee started like working more and learning those phases more. And this was also going on well. The next problem they faced was, people started hacking the employees accounts. Like the person who developed the particular platform for online learning, uh, the data was leaked, and the employees login credential was leaked, and the company's like sensitive information started leaking. So this was the problem. Now what they did was, this was very interesting actually. What they did was, they implemented the multi-factor authentication. I hope you know about the thing. Multi-factor authentication system is one that, instead of going with one single factor authentication, like for example a password or an OTP, we'll be using multiple systems. So they implemented that, and they also implemented techniques like biometrics. And yeah, these techniques were used. And the most interesting part was, they implemented penetration testing. So penetration testing is like ethical hacking basically. So you'll go on a system, and the person from the particular company will go into the system, and they will be searching for the, like, which employee or which person is actually hacking the particular system apart from the employees. So it is like ethical hacking. So this system was implemented, and now it is a very secure based e-learning platform. And everybody in the IBM, actually people love to get the training from the IBM e-learning platform. So this is one thing I read from a newspaper article, and I wanted to share with you all. Any questions?
Yeah. I want to add some points here. As a e-learning platform, as she said, experimenting and involving the student who is studying is most hardest thing for the teachers or educators. So what we can do is, also we can also implement reward based learning. It will be very useful for those. If we provide reward certificates batches for the student, then they will be eager to learn more and more. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I would like to add a benefit point of the e-learning system, that is, even a handicapped person or a disabled person can learn through the recorded videos or recorded classes, so that it will be more helpful for them to not to travel more or like that. And I think this is one of the more important and beneficial thing in e-learning system. Yeah.